All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
Tight dog. Alert, alert, alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Slip it in.
Now it's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurt. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Right here, guys.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's White. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watch the run, watch the run. One pass.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of a shotgun. Here's Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready? 58, the money. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Play action, now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Allen now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security, number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Wilson, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On play action, Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56.
Allen off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Allen finding his tight end, Croft.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And
this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 22, Wilson flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Open man here is Foster. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Motion! 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Go!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 315. Mike 34. Get ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
White now to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
51's the mark. Time to go, night-night.
On 1st down, it's Hubbard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Allen, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Hey, hold. 47's the mic, boy. 47. 6-6. Pull it high. I know he ain't got it. Check. Watch safety creep.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off play action. Allen rolling to his left. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Allen now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike, 49. Drop deep, check.
Now they try the right side here. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Allen now looks to throw. And the grab by Kroft. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a